ModNation Racers road trip time. Brad, Patrick, here to join me.
Let's race.
Let's mod it up.
All right. This is a kart racer.
You don't say.
Yeah, you can create your own karts. You can create your own mods, which are the names for dudes in the game. And you can create your own tracks. I have not messed with the track creator yet, so that'll be, or at least on the final version. That seemed like the kind of the coolest part because it used a lot of the touch stuff to create.
And it made
banks.
it seem like it could be useful for that stuff.
So tracks and other content created for the PS3 version of this game come right in here.
That is cool.
Yeah. So all that stuff, you know, I went ahead and downloaded Batman and then put him in the General Lee right out of the gate.
Doing God's work.
That's basically, yes. That's part of my touch start. Funky beat. There's Batman. So there's kind of an inconsistency to the UI in this. Like you can use the D-pad, and then the touchscreen sometimes doesn't. I guess it's working fine, but D-pad goes a lot faster between these different things. So I'm going to say you should probably use that, but then you still have to rotate through the different options over here. So Mod Studio, you can modify your dude, you can set favorites, kind of set what your cart and your dudes look like. No real difference in there. Track Studios where you can make some tracks. Share stations where you can push your creations up to the server or download other users. They have a ton of good sorting features there to show you the most popular ones or search by keywords. Pretty much a lot of that stuff is right out of the PlayStation 3 version of the game. Let's just jump into the first race here and show how it goes. Yeah, sure. We'll try driver assist. See how that works. PS3 version of this game, horrendous load times.
Yeah, they never really got around to fixing that.
They said they did, and they put out a patch that, you know, if that was improved, then maybe I forgot how bad it was before because it was still kind of rough. But I think you know the creation stuff was really the winning part of ModNation Racers. Like the actual gameplay, I thought was maybe a little basic, a little lacking.
It was functional.
It was serviceable for what you could do on the creative end, then it was all right as a way to deploy the creative stuff you were making.
Still loading over here. There we go.
Now who's loading?
Like who's loading now?
You mock those load screens, they just go longer.
It's true.
Does Vita have a microphone?
It does.
I thought it did, but I've not seen anything use it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything use it either, but I'm pretty sure it does. So it's the mechanic of drift around corners to earn boost. You know, kind of watching the road surface draw in as you go around these turns is a little jarring. Let's just punch it. I don't know if what I did by tapping that actually used the item or absorbed it or, oh geez. I might hit the wrong button. Okay, so that's right. I can use a shield and a triangle shoots. Okay, so right.
You know, the stuff that you create on the Vita, does that populate to the PS3 stuff too?
I think so.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
That seems like that would make sense.
I would think that it would, but I can't say for sure. Yeah, for me, the kind of the big goof here is that it doesn't include online multiplayer, which I think just is crazy.
Yeah. And what made it even weirder is that if you do a Google search, you can.
We did that while you were
Oh,
away.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You pulled up their explanation.
Their explanation of
Yeah.
evolving past it.
They didn't. Yeah. Just say we didn't have time.
Yeah, or we didn't think it was important. Just something
Limited.
limited.
We're making something that's limited in scope, so you have the creativity that you can share, but we wanted to focus on the local experience.
Yeah.
There's a much better way of saying that.
Get your
than
friends
just-
together, or do something. Because I think or if they if they had truly evolved the online into something else, like maybe that would be
Right.
and would make some sense. But instead, it's just like it's mostly the same modes from the PS3 one, except for the one you would think you would want.
Yeah.
For my part, I don't like the game enough really to.
Right.
I probably don't necessarily miss the online stuff because I'm not really into the game, period. Let's go to Big City and try and create a track. So yeah, move your finger around the screen to modify that element. So I think you pretty much just draw the track on screen was how it was working when I played it, back before E3 last year.
Judges stuff?
Yeah, that was the last time I played it. The screen's getting a little gross. Because this Vita action is so hot. Touch and drag to draw. So how about, oh geez, I don't know.
You're choking, man. Don't freeze up.
Sure. You can continue, it'll just finish the track for you. So if you don't have a, no. I want to manually populate my track.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna regret that later, aren't I?
45 minutes later, still populating the track.
Right. All right, so I can test drive it. Test track, mod track, global settings, mod terrain. Actually, no. Yeah, mod terrain. That's probably. Yes, finger sculpt. Okay, so. I'm kind of creating some mountains that go along the side here. Kind of just painting that stuff on. I can make valleys instead if I want. But this isn't really banking the turns. I know there's another way to kind of bank those turns if you want. You can kind of change what sort of brush we're using, more or less, to change the terrain. I'll bring it up. Gently massage the back here. Yeah, look at that.
You're sculpting.
All right, let's maybe it's mod track to get road styles, redraw, alternate route. No, let's edit track. Yeah, so we kind of go and yank that out. Kind of use the analog stick. This is pretty intuitive.
Yeah.
On account of I've never done this before, really, and I have very little idea what I'm doing, but it's pretty easy to figure out what's going on. Kind of go yank that stuff around, bring it up. Bring that part way down, because why not? And bring this part way up again. This will be a really crappy track, I think, from how this is going. Let's test it out.
Test your crappy track.
All right. Oh, well, apparently we'll start right there. So yeah, you see all these fat curves and hills and all this nonsense I put in there is now totally represented. Very easy to bang that stuff out. And then same deal, you want to populate the track with various signs and roadside, stuff, trees or whatever. You can fully do all that. I think we get infinite boost when I'm testing out. Yeah. Let it rip, Batman.
Why play any other mode?
Yeah. Boost forever. Make some sick jumps. All right. What are the global settings here? Let's. Okay, so we can do time of day. Kind of put the sun up, down.
All this touch stuff seems really well done.
Yeah. This, I imagine, was where the bulk of the work went into.
Yeah.
You know, what they spent most of their time doing. Some
It
cloud
shows.
cover. Again, just really intuitive. You know, it all kind of happens as you're hitting it. So it's easy to see kind of what's going on. Some. Yes, more water. Filthy, disgusting water. Does that water just sit there in the center?
I think so.
That was bad.
So you have created a broken track.
I have, yeah. Looks like it. Let's just upload this one. Like, here you go. Ace track A number one style.
Will it let you? Even though, like, does it have to be
trophies here.
functional to be uploaded?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Great. That's right. Trophy up. Yes, no, we're good. We saved it. Remember?
It's great. Don't you remember that
Yeah,
game?
remember the part where the track was great?
Unfortunately, you can't upload it and then get an online multiplayer game going to watch a bunch of people trying to go through
Yeah, exactly.
your busted track.
All right, use the D-pad for this stuff. Okay, Card Studio, Shop Station. Shop Station is where you unlock parts. You can share parts via Near. Publish creations. There's some really bad EULAs on the PlayStation Vita because Sony makes you scroll to the end before you get to hit accept.
Dude, that was
Wipeouts actually forces you to scroll
no.
Oh man.
it manually.
not good.
It's bad.
Oh, did you say that it was
and
making
it,
you
showed,
do it
it,
every
kept,
time?
it kept showing it to me like 4 or 5 times, which was insane. Description, great. The description for my creation. All right.
Just enter that one. Can you?
Keywords. Hard difficulty. Inspired by
Outskirts.
roller coaster.
Work in
Okay.
progress.
Big jumps. It's busy. Confusing. Seaside. Sure.
Accurate.
It's advanced. Alien invasion. Done. And I'm going to say yes, it can be remixed. Great.
So you just uploaded an unplayable track to the ModNation community. You are empowered.
Yes. I share my talent with you, the world. Enjoy it, world. ModNation Racers is now available on the PlayStation Store. Retail copies are going to come to retail relatively quick here. So if you're interested in that, it is out there.